Health and wellness for this past week. Today is Sunday, 7 January 2024. I'm Tanis Leonhardi. This is my YouTube channel, Tanis Leonhardi. This is Hedgie the Hedgehog, and this is Leon the Lion. Okay, and so for this past week, it was a week with a little bit of progress on multiple fronts, mentally and physically, and with a different approach for some of my social interactions. It was a very breakthrough in a non-stereotypical way. Start to the 2024 year, or start to a year for me. So that's the introduction and week summary. So up for social, fed the creators all of their meals this week. Interactions while walking. So yes, I substituted stationary bicycle for my walking running in the Tanis diet with running low volume this past week, which is different than the Tanis diet with PMS modifications because the exercise time slots are about 15 to 20 minutes longer on a weekday, so it actually burns more calories than the Tanis diet with PMS modifications, so long as I do a high intensity exercise. But I still did go for a walk. So cousin John Dale visited Thursday to Friday. This is the same John Dale that came not too long ago, who lives in Idaho. Family friend Scott Terrell, if I'm recalling correctly, said Happy New Year when visiting my dad on Saturday. And what was different about these? This past week I tried taking whatever I had read and movies I had watched, and I tried to weave them into social conversations. So like my dad will typically, or is up before me, unless I get up at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and he's not in the kitchen or something. So typically he's up and in the kitchen before me. Not always, but typically. And so I'll come down and have breakfast and stuff, and so we'll talk. And then there's dinner and sometimes lunch and stuff, and then interactions throughout the day. Because I live with my parents and they're both retired. And so I tried this week taking what I had watched in terms of movies and what I had, or applying what I saw in YouTube videos, and like if I was watching something, was there approach there that I could apply in my daily life, like how do I analyze food? And then what I was reading, and taking that and using that as part of conversation. And it was really a breakthrough week because I didn't get shot down on what I brought up, and I did a really good job, I think anyway, and I got a lot of questions, especially for the book I'm reading, Restless Fires. I am over halfway through, so I did a really good job on answering questions and not getting flustered when I didn't know the answer to the questions. So it was a breakthrough week in both like approach, but also not backtracking when I don't know something. It's something I'm pretty good at saying I don't know something, so I have not lost that skill, even when trying out a new approach. Okay, other outings with social interactions included Richmond Beach Library, a public library, on Wednesday. So second category, a little progress on a spread of things. Yes. So writing and photography on Yelp, I received my Yelp Elite Squad / member badge for the 2024 year on Thursday. It took me 4 tries on like multiple devices and multiple web browsers and stuff to get accepting the badge to work, but I finally got it. So I guess technically that's an award or honor, so this should go in the awards or honors playlist because I haven't talked about it yet. I'm just getting it. So I received it early this year. I reached 4 written and published reviews for January 2024 and for the 2024 year thus far. I have received it later in the year, like I think the first year I was Yelp Elite, it was in May. I didn't even start writing reviews till April. So that kind of thing. And I reached 8 check-ins for the 2024 year per my tracking. Up next, writing for Lucky Wallaby Courier. So potential expansion of LWC, including kind of pulling the different expansion stuff I've talked about, or separate projects, and just putting it in one video, which I think is a good thing. I printed that out being like, all right, now it's in one place, there's nothing else, and talking about video sharing platform Tanis and stuff like that, and I was like, even if I keep my YouTube stuff, that might be a fun thing to do, you know, kind of thing. Okay, and then there was eating / food, wildlife, athletic performance contextualizations got a little bit more, not necessarily more than the week before, but more than like I might not do something for a number of weeks in a row. So in that sense, There were a few meaning 2 or more. Self-characterization, yes, which I think is a healthy form of introspection. Holidays, festivities, movie notes, and hypothetical wedding planning. Yeah, I really, especially on the movie notes, that playlist did not have many stuff in it. So I got 3 new notes videos out, which is like, there's like 12 in there now. So like 25% of it came from this past week, which is, I started uploading videos to this channel in 2017. And this is the 8th counted year I've been uploading videos to YouTube with, oh, well, I get to that, actually. Okay, hypothetical wedding planning, yes, and I forgot some stuff. Or I didn't forget some stuff, but it's been on the back burner and it finally kind of simmered to the top. And I was like, okay, it's time to address this, which included like the engagement dinner, the bouquet, and the flight plan stuff. YouTube, theme day of the week videos continued. I did at least 1 sweet and or savory eats video each day, filmed and published same day. Hypothetical wedding planning, yes, including targeted videos for some of the things that like I've tried choosing to include, like the engagement dinner and the flight plan and stuff like that. Curation, yes, including the me eating French food playlist and thinking about what should go in that playlist, which is something I've actually thought about for before I even started uploading videos to YouTube. But in a YouTube video, like, how would I do something like that? Or address the, like, well, this comes from a certain cuisine. Should I make a playlist about that? That kind of stuff. Attempted to address the scenario of people subscribing to this YouTube channel, Tanis Leonhardi, and not being counted as subscribers, neither publicly nor privately. I had that happen to YouTube channels I subscribed to back when I lived in California. So I know it happens from personal experience. I've like subscribed to channels and their number of subscribers wouldn't increase. And I was like, does that mean I'm being counted or not? I have no idea. Perhaps if that is true and there are more people subscribed than it shows subscribers. So my public and private being like YouTube Studio analytics that I can see. That's in agreement with my public count. So if there's a discrepancy, like the YouTube, like the company YouTube, with what's public and private, perhaps YouTube is having difficulty counting, and it is possible to do a manual override. A manual override would be them counting the number of people who have subscribed to my channel and then entering that number of subscribers manually, meaning like typing it in and having people count that. I actually do that up to like, I still count on my fingers sometimes if I'm struggling with like the mental math that I keep getting wrong. I actually do go to manual. Even with counting, like, 30 or higher, for reals. Yeah, it can be, losing one's ability to count on one's fingers is embarrassing as an adult. So I've chosen not to lose that. Yeah. So we just put it that way. This is my 8th counted year to publish at least 3 videos in a calendar year and at least 1 video on 3 separate days on this channel, Tanis Leonhardi. So 8 counted years means 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Does not mean full calendar year. It means counted years. Okay. And so, and that's at least 3 videos in any one of those counted years. And it's at least 1 video on 3 separate days. So at the beginning, it was like, what was it, 2017 or 2018 or both? I did like 3 videos. But they were each on a separate day. I wasn't doing multiple videos on one day. 2019, I did a bunch with the Mercer Beach stuff, right? But like, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I've been around for almost, what? No, I'm not going to say that. Except where I am. I've been around here for 8 years. 8 counted years. So it's just an interesting thing to think about. Reading. Restless Fires by James B. Hunt, Mercer University Press, 2012, published edition hardcover. Read pages 1 through 139. Started reading the book on Wednesday. So the actual story itself only goes to 180, but with back matter, it's 235 pages. So I still got a little ways to go. Finances. Sweet and or savory eats videos. I did 12 videos and 16 products. Counting each liqueur for the liqueur bottles as its own product. It does seem low, but is it though? No, that's right. Okay, I'll double check, and if it's wrong, I'll update it. Tracking weight gained as calories I am finding is much better for my mental health. So yes, especially since I retain water weight when I'm menstruating on my PMS part of my menstrual cycle. It's not like, because I pee it off after I have my period, like it's not like real weight gained, and it doesn't quite, the composition doesn't feel the same as like actual weight gain. So I'm actually finding calories to be much better for my mental health than the scale, because the scale, it's not that the scale lies, it's that the scale does not take into account PMS and how much of it is just water as opposed to weight I've like actually gained and doesn't pee off after my menstrual cycle. Okay, or not menstrual cycle, after I menstruate. Physical, diet / food and exercise, wee bit of weight gain, up to 5.17 pounds of weight gain since September 2023, which is a new season best / high. And here, this season best is like, since I've been tracking, this way. I have been bigger, but the calories tracked way, this is the highest per the season being like since September 2023. 5.17 pounds is at 3,500 calories per pound, so 18,100 calories total. This number comes from my doctors. It is the number my doctors gave me my entire childhood, and it has always been right. Okay, unless I'm like, my body can't process something or like that kind of thing. So in my experience, doctor professionals, it has shown to be true for my body as well. My Dominique Supposedly gets a calories allowance for me, or is giving me a calorie allowance of 4,000 for days 1 to 4 of my hypothetical my who in my wedding, and he gets double from me. I love you, babe. You got me all wrapped up in your lemur gaze. You can have 8,000. So that means we're trying to keep our weight in control so we don't gain excess weight. 4,000 extra calories is over a pound weight gain over 4 days. And he can have 8,000. And so, but that's a way to make sure we don't eat too much during the wedding and move. Okay. New running shoes are a work in progress. I'm going through Road Runner Sports per an e-gift card I received from my Aunt Annette, who is a fellow runner. They've been around for, I looked at their website today and it said 40 years. I brought it up at dinner with my parents, and neither of them had heard of Roadrunner Sports before. They have, I print out my e-gift card, and it can actually be redeemed in store, and they have a store kind of towards the University of Washington, that direction from this house, so that way. That's the closest one that per their store locator. We'll see about actually going in store to get the shoes as fast as possible. Because if I order online and then get them shipped, that's not as fast as possible. It's not like I can just pull it off the shelf and have it right then and there. From the time of like shopping to payment, it's much faster in person. Running, made my workouts 0 out of 0 days. Tried this week with stationary bicycle in place of my walk run. Partially that's shoes. I need new shoes. The calories burned is actually staying steady though, which is really cool, actually, in a roundabout way. To have that verified, that the stationary bicycle workout I'm doing, my sprint set for middle distance running, is actually on par with my 5.80 mile road walk run set. Rowing made my workout 6 out of 6 days. Strength training made my workout 6 out of 6 days. Cleaning house / yard work made my workouts 2 days. Stationary bicycle made my work 6 out of 6 days. And I got my new, and this is separate but still like physical / health, got my new medical card for my Medicaid plan with its new name, which I brought up a little bit ago, that my plan is changing its name. And they also changed my primary care provider again. This is like my 3rd primary care provider in like 12 calendar months or something like that. Less than 12 calendar months. It's actually pretty recent. Just like, whoa. Medicaid, yo! The things I learn. And anyway, happy week of health and wellness to you whenever you are viewing this and wherever you're viewing this from.